It's pretty boring in this existence. Might as well not take fear off the table. The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they'll start.
I got a slow-ass reaction time right there.
Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Pacheco to begin.
That's crazy.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there on a Washington first. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
2nd and 6. Throwing now is Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Abdul Carter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I should have thrown it faster. He was open like I thought he would be.
Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. McConnell. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McConnell. They get 7.
They usually did the same play back to back. It's kind of crazy.
3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. McConnell. Pass
Guys.
taken in by his big
Oh
tight end.
gosh, what are we doing?
Have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
What are we doing?
That was a route run, not just with dexterity.
How was I even
but with
open?
intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. McConnell. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's go now. 19, try. Unlock line.
An inside give, Brown. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2nd and 9 now. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Lets one go
Wow.
downfield for Pierce. Oh, and that is incomplete.
What defense? Holy shit,
Target
Harvey.
there. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. Nothing doing on that one.
It's crazy.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
70, track him, 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burnett. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Holy
Solid
fuck.
drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts.
Short route, short route, short route, short route, short
Just
route.
opening one uppercut.
What defense do you even run on this?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. McConnell. He'll try and do this himself. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. The fullback dive held up short. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick.
Bro, what the hell?
Within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra
Why are we not
intrigue.
blocking?
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the
Every
season,
snap, I
it
have
has
someone
that
in my
little extra
fucking
juice.
face.
But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say,
The
week
second
15,
I
16,
snapped the
somewhere in
ball.
that neighborhood.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
3rd and
I didn't even get to pick a play.
19.
Check the eagle. Check the eagle. Ready, ready.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Let's take it at around the 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Back to throw. McConnell. That one finds Pierce right side. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. A short throw to Musgrave. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A gain of 6 yards.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially
Yo, I did not mean to throw that.
Matchup. So I'm curious to see how
I did not mean to throw that, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Gravity Lions. Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's Daniels. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Oh my gosh, there's no way we dropped that.
Didn't want to drive to end.
There's just no way we actually dropped that.
With a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McConnell. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year one.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The issue is I just don't have time in the pocket, dude. Like, whatsoever.
Ready, check.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Come on, come on. Check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. Go.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Terry is that dude, bro.
And he is into
Terry is that dude, bro.
Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Come on, Byron.
Come
on, Byron! Come on!
Return for a Commanders touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 21. Giants 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I don't know about this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Good play call.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? 60 biceps.
This is Brown going up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Off play action. McConnell. On the RPO, he'll keep it.
He ran into fucking 30 because 30 doesn't know how to move with the fucking traffic, dude.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh my gosh, give me a pick, bro. Give me a pick, bro.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown.
I get fucking touched, dude.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McConnell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh my gosh, I could have had his first down, but it's dirty someone else.
Last play, this time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Liking 18.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Washington first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Daniels. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. Touchdown Washington. Isaiah Pacheco. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A final shot before break. McConnell trying to lay one up deep. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. 55.
I was trying to close that outside where my assignment was inside. That's my fault.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-round. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson.
That's a play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion.
That's somehow a play, dude.
And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They give it to Brown. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Like, I know what play is coming, bro. I should just use
And he
it.
gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Completing it to
That's
the
a play.
right side, Johnson.
That's a play, dude.
Out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Literally.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's Johnson, runaway Simpson.
Are you lying?
Quite make it, taking it within an
I'm there.
Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Count your blessings, bro. Count your motherfucking blessings.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in.
That dude just got blessed. He should do another pick.
Front giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it,
I mean, he's by himself, bro.
They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive, so you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ready? Ready, ready.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes.
That's
week,
crazy,
he ran pretty
dude.
much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18, ready.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing now is Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And finally,
Block someone. This should be a touchdown.
Inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them...
Oh, my gosh. He's begging for another one.
In their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. McConnell. He's going to air one out.
Call pass interference. Oh my gosh, dude. Whatever. Whatever.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs.
Throwing up prayers is getting the prayers heard.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. McConnell. Now a run here. Touchdown, Giants.
Whatever, bro. That was a good-ass play action.
12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
2 drives, 2 prayers, 2 players answered. Oh, this is crazy.
Cut the lead down to 18. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready. Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. So he fought off the tackle,
gosh,
and that
dude.
effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Now that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Open man right side is St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Hey, crash. Go.
Here's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this
Oh my
throw
gosh,
is
just throw it,
he
Zach.
couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there
That's
with
on
that
me.
throw partner. The defense
That's
had
on me.
other ideas, and they're trying to
I
mount
should
a
have been
small
through that ball.
stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tag.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that's hauled in.
It's supposed to be
by
an
St.
out route there,
Brown
dude.
over the middle. A short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually
Please, no more prayers, bro.
So you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now, quick throw there, going to be back.
Get the pick, dude.
Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, McConnell. Oh, had his hands hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Come on, crack on, lady. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the set.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go. Liking 18. Let's go.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They go play action. Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd down and 1. Off the bootleg.
Wow.
McConnell. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Alec Pierce, 55 yards. And the Giants get a small
I'm not
measure
even
of
look.
revenge
Yeah.
as they come into this 4th quarter deficit.
It's on fucking me, dude.
Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Playing some terrible ass defense at the end of the game, but whatever. We just
The
gotta
kickoff team
keep
on the field
keep
now as they will
playing
send
good.
this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Daniels looking to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that
I don't know
time,
why it does this
they
shit.
dropped him
It's
for a
really
loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
holy fuck, dude. Like, what?
Okay, ready?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off play action. Daniels.
No way!
Quickly there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really
There's
sharp
no
in this
way,
one. It's
bro.
resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop
Desperation
throwing the
hours, so
football
he's
until
just
the very
sitting
end of this
fucking
one.
eat.
Well, that will certainly
Whatever
make
it is.
everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
Game begins now, bro.
They bring the
Let's go.
pressure, and oh, a very short kick.
Let's go.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in
This is
case,
crazy.
That's a big play.
And he is met
Is he even
with
sending
his
blitzes
tracks
or no?
behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they
He's
might
not even
fast forward through
blitzing.
that
He's
last
getting
play.
Oh, they
these
won't
guys
really
get
fast
run
forward,
studs.
partner. I've sat in those sessions
Easy.
before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
60 by 6. Check out.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Again, it's Pacheco. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Go.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Shot. Viking 18. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
And they take a knee. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum.
I knew he was going to try to hit that shit. I should have been a lot more aggressive there.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
I mean,
it's
a
just
little
about
bit too
looking
passive.
forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. McConnell delivers another one to Pierce. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for it all.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
We didn't get a single sack all game. Jesus Christ.